always forget that I cover this camera up, so I gotta remove the. Ta-da! Yeah, this is what I do. This is what I do because this is how I do. This is what I do. So yeah, had court today. I tried to look the part, so I put a nice collared shirt on. Yep, collared shirt. Did my hair, or did what I could with it. Uh, just waiting people to come on in. I wonder if scheduling a stream actually is more beneficial because you're basically telling people, hey, this is the time, this is the place, this is the time and the place to be. So, those of you that have kept up with the journey of my court appearance, I went from, you know, messy old long hair to gelling it back. I literally went there with a hat on and my shirt. That's it. I didn't. Oh yeah, I trimmed up the beard and everything. I went there and I was literally I'm no kidding. Small little county, you know, country Kentucky courthouse, small little place, and you wouldn't believe that I, looking the way that I do, I was literally like the I don't know, like there was nobody with suits on. There was nobody that tried to dress up. There was literally no effort in the world. These people showed up to court looking like they do every day. Some people were coming in off the street because they had to uh, leave their, whatever shelter they were in. Some people looked like they were living out of their car. I mean, I tried to throw on a, a collared shirt and I shaved off, you know, my stuff. Yeah, I didn't do anything with the hair. So I just, I wore a hat. And when I went there, there was a Walgreens across the street and I still felt bad. So I took my hat off. I bought a brush, I bought some gel, and I did my hair right there in the car and washed my hands off with a bottle of water. I left my phone in the car because when I walked in there the first time, they said I can't bring a phone in. So, yeah, literally, the court doesn't care. And I thought they did. The shittier you look, the better it is, the less chances of the judge giving you a expensive fine. Yeah. So all in all, guess what? It was just a preliminary. So preliminary in a small place like this, they literally just want to tell you what you're charged with. And he says, Sofa Kingdom 76, you're charged with going 26 over. And I was like, in my mind, I was thinking, okay, the ticket says 29, but I guess he meant just, 26 uh, or more over the speed limit. Some people from before me when they got it, I guess they were from Kentucky, so they got their plea deal right away. And theirs was we're going to drop it down to 25, which is only 1 mile to benefit them. I guess they do that because now they're able to go to like a traffic school or safety driver safety course or something like that. Um, and I was thinking, okay, so he's probably going to offer me the same thing. But um, when it came up to me, he was like, "You're charged with 26 over, and what's the prosecutor say?" So the city or the state prosecutor was back there. He said, "We're gonna go to 26 over with a $50 fine and $150 court fees. So total today will be $200." The judge repeated that to me, and he said, "How do you plead?" And because he said, "How do you plead?" that makes me feel like they're still trying to get a conviction. So I said, "Not guilty, Your Honor." And he said, "Okay, because of the not guilty plea, we're going to reschedule this court date." And he looked down at the calendar. He said, what about the 26th of a couple months later?" And basically now um, I said, "Yeah, for 26, I didn't go that fast, so I'm not pleading. I want to make sure that it's a not guilty." So he said, "We're not trying to resolve it today. This is just a preliminary. We're going through just the information, and we're going to schedule you for another court date." So basically, it was like less than 5 minutes, maybe, of my time. And they just told me what is or what's not. How do you plea? And I said, "Not guilty." They scheduled me for another court in a couple of months. So now he said, "Use that time to figure out what you want to do, and you can come back in a couple of months." So yeah, that was literally the only thing. That's it. So chat GPTing it, looking at my previous MVR, which is motor vehicle report in the state of Tennessee. Oh yeah, he didn't offer me the safety course because I guess for them, I'm out of state, so no matter what, they just want to pass the information on to my state. So if I'm not convicted, which I pled not guilty, so today there's no conviction. So that means they're not going to report it to Tennessee yet. And I did mention something about my CDL, and he says, "Well, they don't get into all that. They don't know how it's going to affect it, but that's something that I might have to consider when coming back." So I'll run it through, talk to maybe a couple more consultations, get some more free consultations, see if there's a lawyer out there that will not charge me like the last one for a retainer fee. The last lawyer I talked to, he's didn't really even ask me for my driving record. He just went based off of what I had told him, and because I didn't know how deep of shit I was going to be in. So I told him a lot of stuff, and he says, "Well, it's going to be a $3,000 retainer." So I didn't want to pay that. I went today by myself, and the proof is in its pudding right now. The proof is in the pudding, or whatever slogan saying that is. But thanks for dropping in. Just catch an update on me. So yeah, this is somewhat of a cleanup. Not really. I didn't go full like glow up or nothing, but at least I put some stuff in my hair just to keep it back. And then yeah. Alrighty. So what's up? How you been? Hollywood, how you been? What else are you up to? Are you streaming? This is just non zero sugar sweet tea. I don't know how they make sweet tea zero sugar, but I finished my coffee drink, and then I used some more ice and I threw my sweet tea in there. So it's not dirty. It's just the color of the sweet tea. Dirty meaning alcoholic. I'm not an alcoholic. Honestly, you would think that most people drink, but I can honestly say I can count the number of times that I've drank. And this past year, I would say I have drank 0 times. Now, if we go back uh, 2 years, again, zero. Three, four, five, maybe. 5 years ago, yeah, there was some stuff going on. There was a party. I think I went to one party, and let's say 5 years ago. So 5 years ago, yeah, I did have a couple of drinks. I threw back a couple, and then that night ended with me not really liking the alcohol. So I went ahead and proceeded to get rid of all of it, vomiting it up and feeling like shit the next couple of days. So honestly, for me, that's not drink has never been fun, so I just kind of don't drink. Yeah. So my crutch is sweet tea and maybe Coca-Cola, and I tried to even switch out the Coca-Cola and do that less so I can get less sugar intake. Always in the hallways, or as Blake would say, in the back rooms, always looking for the back rooms. I saw that video. That was pretty cool and funny. I put a comment on there that that Mitzi should have really like slapped him for the sound effects, and then Blake should have went down the stairs with a skateboard with no wheels, and he would have really slid down those stairs in his last video that he did. I think it was posted like 6 hours ago, but it's pretty cool. Check it out. All right, man. Hope to see you around. And that was just a short update. And have a good one. Peace out.